something strange is happening in space right now. The mysterious interstellar object known as 3I Atlas is doing something no one expected it. Interacting with our sun in a way that has scientists completely stunned. What this object is doing could change how we understand our solar system, and maybe even how we see the universe itself. When astronomers first spotted 3I Atlas, they thought it was just another passing rock from deep space. But as it moved closer to our solar system, its behavior became more unpredictable. It began to glow, not like a normal comet reflecting sunlight, but like it was producing energy of its own. Something was powering it, and experts didn't know what. Then, something even stranger happened. As 3I Atlas approached the sun, instruments detected sudden magnetic disturbances in the solar wind. The sun's surface, usually predictable in its cycles, started to show weird patterns. Giant solar flares appeared in unexpected regions. NASA's monitoring satellites picked it up immediately, and the timing was no coincidence. Every time 3I Atlas changed direction slightly, the sun seemed to respond. It was as if this object was communicating with our star, or even influencing it. That's when a few scientists started to whisper an unthinkable question: could this object be more than just a comet? Some experts believe 3I Atlas might carry unknown materials from beyond our galaxy, substances capable of reacting with solar energy in powerful ways. These elements could cause electromagnetic ripples that affect the sun's surface, almost like tuning an instrument. Imagine something alien adjusting the frequency of our star. Other astronomers suggest a more chilling theory. They think 3I Atlas might not be natural at all. Its precise movement patterns, energy bursts, and light flares don't match any known comet or asteroid. It could be an ancient probe, sent from a civilization far older and more advanced than ours, observing or maybe testing the sun itself. When scientists replayed the telescope footage in slow motion, they noticed something unreal: tiny shifts in trajectory that looked intentional. These weren't random gravitational pulls. It was as if 3I Atlas was scanning, mapping, or even orbiting the sun at specific angles. Meanwhile, radio astronomers began to detect faint signals, low-frequency pulses that coincided with 3I Atlas's closest approach. They weren't random noise, they had rhythm. A pattern, something that looked eerily similar to encoded communication. The scientific community is divided. Some think it's just coincidence, others are not so sure. Every time we think we understand the universe, something like this reminds us how little we truly know. Could this object be trying to trigger a reaction in the sun? Maybe to study it, or even to alter its behavior? What's even more mysterious is that after passing its closest point to the sun, 3I Atlas didn't slow down or lose brightness like a normal comet would. Instead, it accelerated as if fueled by the sun itself. It's almost like it came here for a reason. And now it's leaving with something we don't yet understand. Astronomers around the world started to track it with every instrument they had. Infrared sensors, radio telescopes, and deep space monitors all locked onto 3I Atlas. The data they received didn't make sense. The object wasn't just reflecting sunlight, it was absorbing energy and re-emitting it in bursts, almost like it was charging itself. Some scientists compared it to a solar panel, but on a cosmic scale. As the object moved away from the sun, strange patterns appeared in the solar corona, waves of plasma that seemed to form geometric shapes, triangles, rings, and lines that shouldn't exist naturally. These formations were short-lived, but they were caught on camera by NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory. The images spread online, and people began to wonder, is 3I Atlas leaving behind some kind of message? What shocked scientists next was how the sun's energy output began to stabilize in ways never seen before. For months, the solar flares dropped dramatically. It was as if something had calmed the sun down. This defied all solar models, and researchers couldn't explain why. Could 3I Atlas have somehow balanced the magnetic turbulence of the sun? A few experts went public with bold claims. They said this might be a controlled mission, either by intelligent life or an ancient automated probe. If that's true, 3I Atlas could have been traveling through galaxies for eons, searching for stars to interact with. Maybe it's part of a network of machines designed to study, repair, or even terraform stellar systems. But others believe it could be something far more natural, yet equally mysterious, a living object. Some physicists now speculate that in the vastness of the universe there could be biological entities that thrive in the energy of stars. If that's the case, 3I Atlas might be feeding on sunlight like a cosmic organism, a creature of plasma and dust. Older than our entire civilization? Amateur astronomers also began to spot something else, a trail of particles left behind by 31ATLAs. But these weren't normal dust particles. They were reacting to light in strange ways, glowing even in darkness. A few labs claimed the dust contained compounds not found anywhere on Earth or in any known meteor sample. It's as if the material came from outside our universe's chemistry. Meanwhile, the object's path changed again, slightly bending as if pulled by an invisible hand. But calculations showed no large planet, no asteroid field, and no gravity source strong enough to cause that shift. It moved as though it was choosing where to go next. This pattern completely broke the laws of celestial motion. Some say 3I Atlas could be searching for another energy source, maybe even aligning with other cosmic structures. Its new trajectory seems to point toward the outer edge of the solar system, possibly toward the mysterious Oort cloud, where countless icy bodies and secrets of our solar past lie hidden. But here's the question that keeps scientists awake at night. If 3I Atlas can interact with our sun, what happens when it finds another star? Could it trigger solar changes elsewhere? Or worse, cause chain reactions that affect entire star systems? Whatever it is, one thing is certain: 3I Atlas is not done. It's moving with purpose, leaving behind clues, data, mysteries that our most advanced instruments are still trying to decode. And the more we learn, the less we understand. Weeks after 3I Atlas left the inner solar system, new data continued to arrive, and it only made things more confusing. The object's tail, now millions of kilometers long, began to pulse in rhythm with the sun's magnetic field. Scientists were baffled. How could something so far away still respond to the sun's activity as if they were connected by an invisible thread? Then came the most shocking discovery of all. When researchers analyzed the radio pulses detected earlier, they realized they matched a sequence, a repeating numerical pattern that resembled prime numbers. This wasn't a natural signature. Prime sequences have long been considered one of the best ways to identify intelligent communication in space. Was 3I Atlas sending a message? NASA and the European Space Agency immediately began decoding the signal. What they found was still incomplete, but parts of it looked like coordinates, cosmic coordinates pointing to distant regions in the galaxy. Some even believe they might be locations of other stars where similar objects could exist. If true, that would mean 3I Atlas isn't alone. It's part of a network, a galactic system we've only just discovered. But while scientists analyzed, something strange began happening on Earth. Instruments recorded small fluctuations in the planet's magnetic field, perfectly timed with 3I Atlas's energy pulses. Satellites picked up unusual aurora activity, spreading farther south than ever before. It's as if the object was somehow sending energy waves across space that reached our planet. Some experts warned that this could be dangerous, that if the object was truly interacting with the sun, any shift in solar energy could affect Earth's climate, satellites, and communication systems. Others said it might actually be stabilizing the solar output, preventing major solar storms. Either way, its influence was real. Then, the object did something no one expected. As it reached the edge of the solar system, it released a massive flare of light, brighter than any comet ever seen. For a few seconds, it outshined most of the stars in the night sky. Observatories recorded the flash, and then it was gone. The object disappeared from all radar and visual tracking systems, as if it had simply vanished into the void. But the story didn't end there. A week later, deep space sensors detected a faint pulse, the same rhythmic signature. But now coming from beyond the heliosphere, where human technology can barely reach. Whatever 3I Atlas was, it had completed something near our sun and moved on. Some believe it was gathering data about our solar system, maybe studying our sun's stability before heading to another. Others think it was performing some cosmic maintenance, ensuring the sun remains stable for centuries to come. Could this mean the universe has caretakers? Entities that travel between stars to maintain balance? The last transmission from 3I Atlas, if it can even be called that, carried one strange detail, a sudden spike in radio frequencies near the hydrogen line. The universal signal used by scientists to search for intelligent life. It was like a final salute before fading into the darkness. And so, 3i Atlas leaves us with more questions than answers. Was it a natural visitor, a machine, or something alive? Did it come to study our sun, or to protect it? All we know is that space just got a lot more mysterious. And our sun may not be as lonely as we once believed.